appreciate y'all. Back here for another episode of Black with a Dash Up. I'm here with Broward's finest, Courtesy the
Yes,
Beast. Welcome, brother. Thank you for taking the time. How you doing, man? What's up?
I'm doing all right, man. I am doing swell. Life is good. Can't complain. Living out the dream.
My man, my man. So, you are a up and coming hip hop artist. I've seen the growth just a little bit.
Mm.
Um, I haven't known about you for too long, but I did hear about you before we set this thing up, and I was like, oh, okay, I might be somebody now. Somebody want to reach out to me and get on the show. But what I always ask, because I grew up loving music so much. I can't rap though, but I grew up loving music. Can't sing either. But I want to know when you fell in love with music.
I fell in love with music. Oh man. That question sounds so simple, but I swear it's like,
Hmm.
cause I've been a music person. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
like I was saying, like I said, a previous interview, I was like, nothing really. I didn't look at music after another career. So what I mean is like, I wasn't doing this career, and then I heard about music, and that just made me be like, oh, I want to do music now. It's like music always been, I guess, my baby.
Yeah.
So when I fell in love with music, I want to say around like a kid age. I'm talking about like piano, playing pianos, like baby pianos at a young age, and like getting older and like going to these festivals, going to these guitar shops and playing around with the music. So I want to say I fell in love with music around maybe like maybe like 5 or 4, one of them.
I hear you. I hear you. It's one of those things that was like always in you though.
Yeah, it's like it's my purpose is in music. It's like me and music is like this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
What do you what do you do when you know that this is what you're supposed to do, but you feel that tug that's like, man, I don't know if this is gonna work. Because that's a music game. Like you do it, you do it, and you do it, then something hits that you don't even expect to hit.
Hmm.
All of a sudden you something, right? And then you have to get to that point. It's not one of those things where, all of a sudden I just do one song and I'm a hit. Overnight success
Yep.
takes years.
Like being well, first being an independent artist, like you gonna experience that way more than an artist that's on the label. Because when you're an independent artist, you do everything. You're everything the label is. So you're gonna always have those thoughts like, bro, this song not good enough, or what if I don't get enough streams, or is this really worth it, or am I really gonna make something big out of this? Like that is like those thoughts are normal. I remind myself of my whys, like why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? And if I do get discouraged, it's only gonna be like maybe like 7 seconds, like 7 seconds, and then because I train my brain to be like, hold up, bro, recite your whys again. I recite my whys, and then I get back. I get back grilling, get back putting out more songs, get back dominating, get back podcasting, get back going on shows, performing at private parties, selling merch, writing books and stuff. So that's what I do. I just remind myself of my whys. Because if you don't got no whys, then it's like you gonna always hit a pitfall. You're gonna always hit a dead end, and that question will always come in your head. What am I doing this for?
Right. You ever seen a beard so luxurious that you stopped what you were doing, dropped your jaw, and stared in awe at the majestic king who just graced you with their presence? It's fine, we all have. If you're like me, you even want to be that person. And like me, you can. Thanks to the House of Classic Cuts Black Mango Beard Kit. House of Classic Cuts is a company dedicated to helping you have the beard of your dreams. They have a wide line of products designed to help you get that person-stopping, jaw-dropping beard. Their beard butter helps you soften hair, stimulate growth, moisturize your skin, and keep your beard healthy. And it smells great too, thanks to their signature Black Mango scent. I love using their beard butter myself because that's really all the hair I got left. The top of my head is a little follically challenged. But the hair on my face has grown to be quite the mane, and I'm growing a little attached to it. And because of that, I gotta make sure I put in the things that take care of it. day in and day out. But they also have a wide range of products for men's skin and hair care. Get yourself a bigger, better beard now by clicking the link in my description and using code HOCC at checkout. That's houseofclassiccuts.com. Promo code HOCC at checkout. Don't worry, you won't be disappointed. The House of Classic Cuts is making facial hair awe-inspiring, one beard at a time. It's that beard butter, baby. Because like I've listened to you, right? And I've heard a few freestyles. You nice, you cold with it, and
Appreciate it.
you don't sound like the music that is right now, right? You don't sound like Du Bois man sound effects and this, that, and the third. You sound like somebody who is writing what they writing and putting it out, and it's supposed to
Right.
be something that has purpose. So when you are trying to be something and be new, I don't want to use the word revolutionize because that feels, cliche and all, but you seem to be more traditional, right? Like that feels to me like it would be even harder to do because you see the people that are successful ain't saying nothing, right? And you over here trying to say something, and half the time you may get that feeling that ain't nobody trying to hear it.
Right. My thing is with that, it is hard. It's way. First of all, I want to address the revolutionary. That is not to me. That's not cliche. That's actually one of my lyrics. I said, what did I say, bro? What did I say? I'm not an artist. I'm a revolutionist. Because it's bigger than to me. It's like when you an artist, bro. You are a icon. You're not just a verse and a beat. You're a movement. People are listening to you. People are waiting for your opinion.
Yes,
So kudos to the revolutionary. And when it comes to actually pretty much like what you just said, is it harder for um people who actually put pen to the paper instead of just jotting down stuff? Is it harder? Of course it is, because it's not hip. It's not hip to talk about real life things. It's not hip to talk about struggles. It's not hip to talk about views and beliefs. It's not hip to drop wisdom in your songs. That's not hip. It used to be, like you said, traditional. It used to be. That's what I grew up on. I grew up on Big Pun, Two Live Crew, Outkast, Biggie, and so on and so on. Though we loved them because their message, they had something to say. But to, like you said, today the stuff on the radio, that's not it right now, because it's not it's not bringing in the ratings they want. So in order to bring the ratings, we have to dumb down the stuff that we experience. We got to keep it. We got to keep it to a minimum of what we could talk about, and that's what. And that's all you hearing on. That's all you hearing on the radio. That's how artists, new artists, are blowing up. Who ain't saying nothing, but they blowing up because they're rapping. They're minimizing themselves to what is popular now, and that is a good marketing tool. But one thing I noticed about that is people who rap like that do not last long, bro.
right.
They become one hit wonders, or they put two or three songs out, and it's just go, and that's all you hear from them. But one thing I noticed, bro, turtles and a rabbit, bro, turtles gonna win the race. No matter how slow they is, rabbits going they rappers is fast, but turtles is slow, steady pace. They calculating where they need to go, and they always finish last, bro. So me to that is, bro. Um, like I may not be what they call it in today's age. I may not be hip, I
Yeah.
may not be popular when it comes to my lyrics, but the right people will get to that. Like the right people is vibing to it. Like not everybody listen to J. Cole, but J. Cole, the right you, how will I say this? Whatever song, whatever style you have, the right people will find you.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
right people will find you.
You're right. But like, the funny thing about that though is like, and I struggle with this myself. It's like when you're trying to appeal to people
Hmm.
and be original at the same time. it's a struggle because it's so it's so tempting to do whatever this next person's doing. This person
Yep.
doing this thing. She got this gimmick. Oh, look at that. She got 500,000 views last time she was doing this, and she ain't said nothing, right? And you're like, man, if I do that, I'll blow up real quick. But then I'm gonna lose who I am, right? So, what do you tell yourself when you're trying to appeal like that? And you know you have to be yourself, and you know that you ain't for everybody.
What I do is first, I like when stuff like that, you got to know who you are first. Because if you don't know who you are first, then you'll adjust to any kind of wave. You won't have you just what them things called in the wind in the fort tumbleweeds. You just going from to and fro. You don't have a foundation. So that's the first thing. Know who you are, and if you know who you are, you know who you're not. So how I kind of like go against that is like, for example, um, I do not now the as far as the marketing strategies, how they get there, that can be implemented into what I do, but I'm not gonna copy their style. The marketing strategies wise, it's always important to, like, let's say this artist, independent artist, is doing better than me. I'm going to study this artist. I'm going to study this artist, how he market his skills, but I'm not going to copy him, because if I copy him, I'm going to lose my audience, and I'm also going to, like you said, I'm going to lose myself in it.
Yep.
And then let's say another big artist come, independent artist come, and next thing you know, he got new marketing skills. I'm over here following him, and now I'm being like him. Now I don't know who I am. So now I'm just posting regular. I'm just posting stuff that's not me anymore, and that's gonna lose. I'm gonna lose all of my things. So what I would say to that is, bro, I just copy the marketing skills if they doing better than you, but do not copy their style, because they're not you, you're not them. And stay in your lane. And what happened when you get in somebody else's lane? You crash.
Oh yeah,
And that's a lyric. I said that. That's a lyric.
that's a bar. Maybe hold on to that. Was but the thing I asked this right. So when did you know that like this was it? Like, there's one thing to know that music was gonna be your life. There's another thing to
Mhm.
be like, oh yeah, we got this. Like, so when did you take it seriously? I guess is a better question because I love the hoop, but I knew at some point I wasn't going to be in the NBA, right? And I knew I had to do something else. And then when I realized that I was smart enough to let other people talk, I could do a podcast.
Right. So when did I take it serious? As in, when did I decide to create a brand around my music?
All right.
Um, 19 years old. 19 years old, that's when I started to realize that only 5% of a music career is music, and the 95% is business. And I started to like get serious. Like, I started to leave the SoundCloud days alone, because I'm like, putting songs on SoundCloud ain't gonna get me nowhere without any business strategy. So I buckled down, bro. I put music aside for a good year, and I just started focusing on like different kinds of marketing strategies. So I got serious around 19, but like my probably 10 months of being 19 years old, bro, that I ain't put out no music. That was just straight business strategies, bro. Straight tactics, straight observing, and absorbing all of that, bro, at 19. And then 20 years old, bro, I was like, oh yeah, now I got the skills for it, and I got the talent, bro. It's no thing, bro. I'm about to dominate.
That's how you got to be, man. But 19, like 19, that blows my mind. 19, because like at 19, I was trying to decide which girl not to call back, right? I know what I was doing. You know what I mean? I know what I was doing, right? Like, I was just out of high school, going to college and messing around, blowing up my credit cards, right? I know what I was doing. 19? If I'd known I'd doing this at 19, I'd have probably made a couple dollars by now, right? But no,
Right.
19, I had no idea. We all think we do. And those of us that have an idea that early and then stick to it for as long as you have, gonna be somewhere, right? Like, you can't. it's so easy at that age to be shaken by everything, right? Like squirrel.
True.
It's so easy to just be like, oh well, I got so much of my life ahead of me, I can do whatever and just play with stuff. But it takes real maturity to decide that this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to be, and this is how I'm going to attack it. Because that, I'm sorry, I can barely do that now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. Like, and that it takes a lot. Like, I fight with myself every day, being like, okay, this is who I'm supposed to be today. It sounds good, right? But it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done.
Man, it's definitely easier said than done. Like, I guess that'll take like because what I did was I like people I don't even think people do this anymore, but I mean old strategies work. That's what I do. I wrote down my whys, and if I lose side if I get sidetracked, like you said, if I get sidetracked by a girl, um if I get sidetracked by opinions like from family members or friends, or if I get sidetracked from like working all these extra hours and stuff, I memorized my whys. So now it's like that's the only thing keeping me going right now. Cause like you said, bro, it's like around 19 or cause I'm 24, so like people still getting swayed back and forth on what they want to do and how they want to do it, and they don't know what to do. I was like, bro, write them whys down. First, find out what you want to do. Write them whys down, and that's it. Like,
Right.
that's it. And forget what everybody else is saying. And that right there, that's also easier said than done too. That's also easier said than done too. Forget what your parents saying, like all that stuff. But I just write my whys down, bro. That's it. That is
Oh,
it.
no, that's a major keto, right? Like that part is serious because people don't do it enough, right? People
Right.
that are very very ambitious and spontaneous. People that quit their job for no reason and then like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. They're not thinking about what affects anything besides what's in front of their face. And the ones that do, those are the ones that strategically will quit their job and decide that they're going to do something, and they're going to. And the thing that's going to keep them getting up in the morning when they feel like they can't do it is they wise. That's the difference, right? Like I do this podcast now because I love it. I love hearing people's stories, but also I know that there's a way out with it.
Hmm.
No, there are people that are counting on me, not necessarily even to make money off this, but that are counting on me to get other people's stories out, right? Like I understand that my purpose is to listen. I have a gift for an ear,
Right.
and so for me to waste it by listening to somebody on my 9 to 5 for 40 hours is not what it's here for, right? I'm going to that 9 to 5 so I can invest in what I want to do and what but people around me want to do, right? And if we want to do more, then I got to do more, and I can't just be like, oh well, I gotta wait till I get some PTO saved up. Then baby,
Right.
we can take that vacation to your mother's house, right? Like if you want to do big things, you got to think big, and you got to think critically about it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to do it. You got to be like, I'm going to do it and decide to do it. And a lot of those things, right? When you decide that you're going to do something or be something, you usually have to become somebody else to do it because you can't be more by just being who you are. If that was enough, you'd already be that. Have you heard of the Morning Meetup? The #1 community for entrepreneurs? The largest book club in America? Where 600 plus entrepreneurs get on a video call every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, every morning for the betterment of entrepreneurship. You heard of it, right? Well, click the link in my description and you can try it for $1. Just $1 for 1 week. And if you don't like it, you can leave. It's fine. But try it. You spent more than that on things you've never used and never will. So take $1 and invest in yourself. Or don't.
Yeah. Like like you said, bro, like you can't stay who you are and grow.
Yep.
You can't stay who you are and like you want to like for example, I'm as far as right now, right? I'm learning how to speak Spanish because people from them from God damn, I forgot, bro. I was checking my analytics the other day, and it's a couple cities in Spain
Hmm.
that's listening to my. I don't know how they can understand me. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying? It ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. But what I'm doing is now I'm getting DMs and stuff from people who speak Spanish, telling me how good my music is and they like the beats and stuff. So now, at first I had to use Google Translator. I'm using Google Translator to, talk to them. But I'm learning Spanish right now. So that goes back to what we were saying. Like, you can't stay who you are
Right.
and your brand grows because your brand is going to meet people from everywhere. This is the internet. Bro, somebody could see this podcast from in Portuguese in Mozambique or something in Africa, and you don't speak Portuguese or whatever. So like, but they love your stuff and they want to talk to you. So the next move is to take some classes, the accents. I mean, the language. So yeah, bro, it's like, how can you change? You can't change. I mean, you can't how can you grow without change?
Yep.
That's what it comes down to it. And then another thing I want to say is like, bro, don't even like the discipline, passion, encouragement. I tend not to think on those things. Like you said, we just do it. Because if you start thinking about discipline, that's when you start messing up. That's when you start overthinking.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, just have discipline. Don't talk about it. Just have it. And then it's like it eventually you eventually start setting times for when you want to do things, how you want to do things. That's where the passion come in. So like that's one thing I want to say too is I don't talk about the fire words. I don't talk about encouragement. I don't talk about discipline. I never say it, bro. I always is like, let me get to work, and then work just happens. Boom.
Yep. Because you'll talk yourself out of them blessings. I'm telling you. You'll start
Yeah.
thinking about it. You'll start being like, hey, why isn't anybody watching my podcast? Why ain't anybody listening to my
Yeah.
music? Why am my girlfriend tell me that this was good? Why am my wife say that they heard it today? They didn't hear it. I sent her the thing. She didn't say she watched it. What happened? Can't worry about that, man. You just gotta. If you gonna do this, just do it. You know that it may not be for them, and that's okay. They gonna support you, but everybody can support you the way you want them to support you. You just gotta keep going. You gotta support yourself, right? Like you have to be there for you, because that's the way
That's like, bro, that is the rule of thumb right there because like who else gonna support your brand if you're not doing it? You
right.
got merch. If you're not wearing your merch, then who else gonna wear it?
Tell them.
So it's like self belief is a big thing, bro. Like people like it sounds so cliche when we bring up, bro. You just gotta believe in yourself. You just gotta discipline. That sounds so cliche, and people kind of overlook that. But that's really a powerful thing, bro.
Yeah,
Really a powerful thing.
it's the foundation, man. People know when you don't believe in what you're doing, right? People know when you get on stage, you got that mic, and you shaking, and the words just kind of coming out. They know you ain't really about that. It's like, oh man, you look like you didn't want to be up here, right? They know, right?
Man, if you seen a couple of my shows, bro, it's like the energetic vibes that you can hear, bro. That's all demonstrated on stages too, bro. It's like
Yeah, man.
because like you said, bro, people know, bro. They know if you supporting yourself. The people know if you supporting yourself or not. They know, and it's like they don't have to point it out. They just can tell like how you carry yourself and your brand. They know they're like, bro. I see no striving. You're not doing anything to further your brand, bro. I was like, I can't invest in this. I can't invest in this brand because it's shaky. So like, yeah, man, self belief is that is like that's not even a sauce. That's like the whole meal right there.
You're right. You're right, man. Like, and then like the bravery it takes to be independent, right? Because
Mm,
the label thing is tempting, right? Get that guaranteed money, get that advance, for this work that might be good and might not. And then
Yep.
honestly, I feel like if you not doing it, not knowing if you're going to get paid or not, is completely different than when somebody pays you first. If somebody gives you money, they're like, hey, okay, go ahead and do this. I need you to do this. And you ain't done it before, you might mail it in because you already get paid. But when you know that the quality of this depends on you, your effort, and you doing it, it's completely different, right? Not just that, when you independent, you become your own negotiator. You become the best version of yourself because you know what it is that you actually need. Like, the
Yep.
independent and the label, they might give you the best number, but you may inconvenience you. You may have to record at 3 in the morning. It could be anything, right? But you set your own boundaries when you're independent, and it's difficult. It's hard. It's scary, right? Like, I'm not doing this on my own because I'm scared, right? I just started, and I'm working a job, and I'm like, it might not make money, which is fine. But I also know that if it doesn't make money, I can't make more money. So
Yeah.
I gotta put into it, right? So that I can work less and work more on this. But I gotta pour myself into it. I gotta keep pouring myself into it. I gotta keep pouring myself into it. And I gotta do it when I don't want to do it, right? You gotta do those little habits that you can repeat every day. Even if it's 5 minutes of doing that same thing every day, is better than doing it once a week and being like, well, I didn't get it on Thursday. I'll try to get it on Friday. No, bro, you gotta do it today. You gotta do it tomorrow. You gotta do it the day after, because if not, you're not gonna get no better. And I've never seen anybody not get better at something by doing it every day. So just do it every day.
Every five that cause that take discipline too, bro. Like I'm gonna get it done today and tomorrow. Um what I do is I set aside every 20 minutes. If not 20 minutes, then like 15 minutes doing my marketing. Like performing the marketing strategies to build the brand up, because you do that every week, you do that every 2 weeks. It's like, bro, it's like your page is getting recognition,
Mm-hmm.
and more brands are not more brand well more brands and more people are seeing you. If you could just dedicate yourself to like 10 minutes of marketing, like learning marketing classes, networking, connecting with your followers, bro. If you just do like 10 minutes a day, bro, I'm telling you, within a week, bro, it's gonna become so subconsciously in you. It's like you're gonna do it without even, oh, it's that time. You're just gonna do it automatically. So, bro, it's like taking like discipline, bro, taking time out to really fund your brand, bro. That's like a necessity, bro. Like you said, bro, you're not just gonna like do this, like work on your marketing one day out the week and angry because there's no results.
Right. Exactly. That part. Because I'm telling you, man, and that's the thing. I understand. Most people hate it. You feel cheesy. You feel greasy. You're like, I'm trying to sell myself to people, right? But a lot of times, you didn't got to do that. You just got to put yourself out there. You ain't even got to be like, hey, buy from me. Just put yourself out there. You put yourself out there enough, people gonna buy from you by default, right? People gonna listen to by default. It's like, hey, I keep seeing this thing. Let me see what this is. Right? That's it. Just put yourself out there. I've clicked so many things just by being annoyed by seeing it so much.
True. People found maybe like maybe 3 or 4 followers I've gained from me posting a post like every 3 weeks, bro. And they was like, bro, I'm seeing this everywhere. Let me just go ahead and follow him, bro, because like I can't get rid of him.
Right,
So
right.
and
He'll be
now
here
they
anyway.
like they fans.
I respect the hustle, right? That's the other thing. It's like, shoot, he here everywhere. He must be doing something. But shoot, he earned my respect because I ain't gonna do it.
I'm seeing this man everywhere, so I was like, I might as well see what he talking about.
Right, right. I appreciate you getting on the show, seeing me everywhere. My free marketing. No. But yeah, man. I do got a couple questions before we get up out of here. So like music, you do it because you love it, right? But we also know that these things that we love, we hope that we can do something with it, so we can
Hmm.
do something with it, right? So like if you, let's say you get your biggest hit, right? Let's say that "Love You" freestyle from yesterday was the biggest hit ever, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you get more money, you know what to do with it. What are you doing?
Well, first, me being an independent artist, when it does get that high, I don't have to pay anybody. I don't have. There's no fees. See, when you a label, bro, if it does get that big, bro, you the last one to get paid, bro. I'm talking like everybody get paid off of you. So when if like when my song does like I love you, when it does get that big, and the money start coming in through monetization, through the merch, through YouTube videos, content ID, through placements on TV shows and stuff. When the money start coming in, bro, that's going back into the business. Like we like I'm an actual brand. I'm an actual trademark. And we all know it's common sense when your business is making money, you invest it back into your business. That's not your personal money. That's not your money. So, the song itself is a product of the business.
Yep.
So as the product grows, then everything else about the brand grows. So, the money start coming in from that song. I'm gonna just use it to either buy more assets with the to further the brand, like mess around and buy a real estate or a restaurant or um other artists' royalty checks. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna use it to make even more money. I'm not gonna like spend it on, oh, I'm about to go bling out, I'm about to go and buy me the nicest whip. And that's so common to do, and you see it everywhere.
Right.
But that's not really a business mindset. Like, you making so much money from this song, this baby right here. This is a product, bro. This is not just a verse in the beat. This is a product. So like that's what I'll do with it, bro. I'll use it to create, to further the brand, like have more things under me other than just what I have now. So
Okay.
yeah.
So it wasn't going to be like a lifetime supply of cheeses.
Hey, I see. Look,
Hey, no, look, look. Once I saw that, I said, "Man, you good with me? I got cheeses right over here. It it
bro, cheese
may not be
is
number
my
one,
that's
but this
my
top
that's my
five.
snack.
It's top five.
But but what I buy, I won't buy a lifetime supply of cheeses, but I would do is buy the shares. I will buy stock
There you,
of cheeses.
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Since
There you go.
I'm already eating it, so why not buy it? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's my mentality. Like, why you already using it, so why not
right.
invest in it? So I would take that money and buy shares of cheeses, or invest in a company, or even collab with them. You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
you so ahead of the game. I'm telling you, man, that business mindset, it ain't there. Especially when we make money. We make money, and then
Right.
like, man, I made all this money. Shit, I guess I need to go and get these new J's, and then came out, I ain't going. You see them new 12s, and they go. We do it. I do it too. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little piece. I want something, but you can't go all the way. You gotta invest. You gotta invest. It's so important. But at the same time, we as a people were never taught to invest in that way, right?
Mm-mm.
We were taught to wear our money, right? We were never taught to let it build. We had to learn that outside of us. Our communities were always designed to put money right back in the pockets of where we got it. We work at McDonald's, they want us to buy the food at McDonald's. We
Yep.
work down the street and live in the hood, they want us to go to the liquor store up and they got one on every corner. We sell cigarettes everywhere we go. All you see is billboards for cigarettes and liquor. And you go to more affluent neighborhoods, you don't see that. Affluent neighborhoods, you see billboards for golf courses, tanning salons, plastic
Yep.
surgery, Other things are vanity, of course, but it ain't the same thing, right? And we owe it to our community as voices and platforms to teach the community not just where they can go, but that they can do the same thing you did. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's important. Like I, you know, I think when we was rapping offline, we was talking about Chance the Rapper, and I think that the things that he did with being independent made it seem more realistic for more people to be independent. It's like, oh, I don't have to label. I can just do that. Now, of course, SoundCloud been around for a minute before he was big, but
Yep.
it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I got my little SoundCloud, but it was just your little SoundCloud, right? It wasn't a marketing strategy, so to speak. It was just, if I'd have got a dude before I heard Chance or any of these other independent rappers that I know myself, or if they would have told me they had a SoundCloud and a demo in their hand, I'd have laughed at them. I'd have been like, "You see me pumping gas? Leave me alone," right? But it's different now. You don't think about it that way because you know that it is viable, right? Sometimes you have, even though you know the way and nobody else knows the way, it's up to you to show them once you get it.
Yeah, and this is always gonna seem stupid in the beginning.
Yeah,
It's always gonna seem stupid in the beginning. Like when I first started being serious about being an independent artist, of course I had a lot of people doubting and saying, "Hey, you can't make no career out of this. Get you a real job." Um what else they say? They'll kind of push, like, let's say if tell my people, hey, I just rocked the show. Cause I just, let's say for example, I just performed at a private party
right,
2 days ago, and like stuff like that, people ain't gonna see as successful because it's not a traditional way of making money.
right,
So like it's always gonna seem like when you just coming up, bro, it's always gonna seem it's stupid or it don't make sense or you could be doing something else because how you gonna make money from this and like how is this gonna be a career and stuff like that.
yeah,
So like it's always gonna seem it's always gonna seem like people ain't gonna believe you in the beginning. But like you said, bro, it's like when you start growing, bro, then they're gonna start taking notice. Then they want to support the brand. Then they want to, be all on your content. They want to support you now. They want to start buying your merch. They want to start tuning in to the podcast now. But what was all of that when I first started? You know what I'm saying?
and you so easily want to fall into that. Well, soon when I was hot, y'all wasn't around, and now I'm on you on me. But you that's not the way to do, right? That's not how we're supposed to do our community. We get it. They didn't believe us. So what? Let me show you the thing that you was missing and why you didn't understand why this didn't work, right? Because we get so tricked into people telling us, "Hey, man, that don't work," because they ain't tried it either. They're too scared to do the stuff,
Nope.
right? I'm gonna tell you a story. 3 years ago, I was talking to me and my best friend. We're talking about doing a podcast because he knows I can talk. He knows I can make people talk. It's just a thing I can do, right? And
Yep.
we were we were talking. It was like, man, when I'm telling you, we was like this close to buying the mics on Amazon, right? And I remember telling somebody else, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing a podcast." He was like, "Oh, the podcast? How do you even do that? Like, what are you gonna do? Just talk for a couple hours?" And I don't remember. I don't remember just being like, "Oh, I ain't gonna do it," but the drive and the interest and the will to do it slowly waned over time.
Yeah.
And then, like, a light bulb went off, and I ran to my business coach, Dave, and he was talking about, "Hey, I'm going to do this podcast challenge." And I was like, "You know what? I'm going to do it." And as soon as I started
Mm.
listening, I started studying, I was like, "You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it." And I did it. I released the first episode, didn't even know how to do it. I just did it, right? Because sometimes you got to do it ugly and figure it out as you go.
Just do it. Exactly.
And then once I started telling people, I was like, hey, I got a podcast, I'm trying to grow, whatever. Like, oh my God, you got a podcast? It's so cool. Right? But in my head, all I'm thinking is people are going to tell me, what are you doing that for? But when people know that you are doing something that you're supposed to do, and they believe that you can do it because you believe you can do it, people are going to be behind you. They're going to. Because they'll be
Hmm.
like, man, where's it at? Where can I find it? Immediately. I'm sure you know it's the same thing. As soon as you started getting shows and like, hey, I'm playing here, you got a lot of people you didn't expect to were like, hey man, how much to get in? Can I get in? You can get me in?
Man, yo, and the funny thing about that is what you just said, bro. The main people who did that was family.
Right,
Was family.
right.
They didn't like. I mean, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but it's family. Like they
Not
didn't
wrong.
see it all, bro. It didn't like. They didn't see the potential. And I'm gonna just say that they didn't see the potential until other people, like you said, oh my God, Jahmil, you doing shows?
Right.
You was just on that podcast. I was just on the you was on Vibe TV. Damn, everybody watched that.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, Jahmil, bro, like I'm trying to see you perform, and I'm like, and it's funny is that is it was family first.
Yep.
So like, bro, I'm with you on that, bro. I am with you on that, bro. It's like it. I don't know why I gotta be that way, but it's just that way. Like I don't know.
I mean, a lot of them see, and it's funny too because I don't want to get too deep into it, but like a lot of times when people are like that, a lot of it is the fact that they come from where you come from, and they can't
Right.
do that for themselves, right? So they don't know how you come from the same place, and you can do that, right? That's the thing. When you meet people that you don't know, you didn't grow up with, you wasn't related to, you talking about stuff, they so excited. Like that's what you do, man. That's so cool, man. All that, right? All that. You talk to your family, it's like, podcast. We ain't got no podcasters in our family. What?
Yep.
What?
We ain't got no hip hop rappers and we ain't
Right.
got no rappers in our family.
Like
Well,
Uncle did jazz, but he was a drunk, stuff like that, right? If you
yeah,
anything you can to like get that crab in the barrel mentality for whatever reason. And I'm like, we come from the same place. That's exactly why you should be behind me. But most of them don't be like that. Some of them do, the real ones do. But a lot of family be looking at you like, those be the same ones talking about, hey, can you help me? Help me with my rent this month. I know you got a little extra cash from that last album you dropped.
bro. Hey, listen, bro. That is the nail on the head, bro. That is the nail on the head, bro. That I'm hearing that more often, bro. Like when I first started, bro, when nobody saying that, they ain't believe it. They ain't even listen to the album, bro. Now they seeing how I'm over 72. I'm on over 72 playlists. My last album was over 2,000 streams in like three countries, like 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, and I got shirts made for the album. And now it's like you
Yep.
think I could borrow some money, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you making money off them
Mm,
shirts. And I wanna just go to the black route. Oh, now you believe in me. Oh, okay. What happened with all that? But I was like, yeah, I got you. I'll spot you some money. Cause that right there itself that's gonna eat them alive.
right.
I ain't even gotta, you know what I'm saying? They seeing how it's working now. Now they feeling that burden.
Mm-hmm. And they gonna support double. So come on with
That's crazy.
it. Come on with it.
So I'm definitely seeing that now. I'm seeing a lot more, and I'm going to expect a lot more of that later on, bro. As the brand grows, everything else gonna grow. I
Yeah.
see it.
As long as you determine to make yourself grow, the brand will grow. You ain't gonna grow because the brand grows. The brand's gonna grow because you grow.
Yep.
So don't even worry about, let me make sure I get this going. Nah, make sure you keep working on Jahmil. And that's what's going to take you up. And that's going to take everything around you up. Because once you become more, some of the other stuff's going to fall away because they're not going to be able to exist in that space when you get up there.
Nope.
It's
It's just a matter of attrition. It's just the way it is. When you got to become something else, that other stuff ain't gonna have no room. You on your way, brother?
That man, like, bro, hearing like I was never into when people say you getting big, you getting big, I be like, see, that ain't the goal for me, bro. The
Right,
like people calling me big, but it's really me just working on myself.
right,
Like that's all you see.
right.
That's all you seeing is me folk on me getting me right. And people say that's famous, that's getting big. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just becoming a better me, but people call it famous.
Yeah,
That's a lyric I said too. So like as the like I said, bro, like you said, bro, like I'm gonna get bigger. Like as I better myself, the brand gonna grow by itself. Not the brand not gonna grow because I got the hottest merch or I got the fire songs. It's like they not following that. And if they buy that stuff, it's because of me bettering myself, me, the brand. So
sir.
yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Well, man, I appreciate this, man. You done dropped a whole lot of knowledge. You done made me better by myself. Now I feel like I got to record something else tonight. You know, call
Bro,
somebody.
go at it.
Look, come on. I got another episode I got to drop because Jahmil done told me I ain't doing enough. So let me go ahead and work.
Hey, listen, bro. The words say iron sharpens iron, bro.
Sir, yes,
Iron
sir,
sharpens iron.
sir. But I do want you to tell the people where they can find you at, though. And also, ain't you got something going on in April that I saw? What you got
Oh,
going?
oh yeah.
Yeah, what you got going on?
Bro, it's this gigantic showcase in April 9th, and I'm fortunate to be one of the artists performing, and it's gonna be like maybe like 3,000 to 4,000 people there, and it's in Pompano,
Okay.
and yeah, and the tickets is free, so if anybody wanna hop on that, hit me up. I can get you the tickets for free.
We'll put the
It's
link. We'll put the
limited,
link in
but
that description. That's all right. We got you.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, that's what's going on in April 9th. It's gonna be huge, bro. Um, I'm thinking of having the people who coming out to see me specifically dressed down. I'm
Hey.
talking about like wearing all black or something, like distinguished from the crowd or something. But I'm thinking about it. But you can find me. You can actually search me up on Google now. Like your boy is Googleable. You can
Hey.
search me
Hey.
up, Courtesy the Beast. You can search me up, my name as well, Jahmil R. Blair. Either way you put it, bro, I'm gonna show up. I'm on your favorite music platform, whatever platform you listen to, bro. I am there. Dang, Jamil, you on SoundCloud? Are you on SoundCloud? Yes, I'm on SoundCloud. Dang, you on Instagram Music? I'm on Instagram Music, Spotify, Audio Mac, Tidal, even the
Oh yeah.
small music platforms. I'm on all of those. So, yeah, man, that's where you can find me at. I'm on Instagram, of course. You want to talk to me, bro? My DMs is open. I like to interact
So
because that also builds brand awareness. Um, yeah, man. And then, I'm creating merch right now as we speak, like in my laptop over there.
okay.
And yeah, man, so nothing but blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings and blessings on blessings.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming out. This has been a blessing on us because I know somebody got something from this today because there's a few people out there that don't believe in their dreams and they did actually.
Mm,
So it's our job in the black community, especially, to give back the knowledge and the gift of work ethic because that's the thing
right.
that gets you better. And like we said earlier, doing something just for a couple minutes every day that you want to do, I guarantee you, if you do something for 5 minutes every day this year, at the end of the year, you did it for about 1,000 minutes. So guess what? You're better at it than you were last year. And you just got to compound. That compound interest is the only way to improve.
Yeah, and another thing he mentioned that I also want to add on to, he said he didn't when he started the podcast or when I started like getting serious, we didn't have all the resources, we didn't have all the knowledge, we didn't have all the, everything wasn't just there on the platter. We started limited. Like when I first started getting serious about music, I had a $25 condenser mic I had a very cheap music software, and my laptop is like 90,000 years old. You know what I'm saying? So like you were saying, bro, just start, bro. Do not wait until everything is perfect because there is no such thing as the perfect moment, bro. Because if you think that, then you never gonna start, and time go by really quick. So it's already 2022, and it's already February, and you told yourself you was gonna start in January,
Right.
but February came and you haven't started. So like y'all, to y'all that's watching this, for people in the future that's gonna watch this, there's no perfect moment, bro. Just start. We are prime examples of, bro. Just start. Just whatever that is, bro. Forget what people saying. That's part of it, bro. People talking about you, that is part of it, bro. That is part of it. Just start.
Man, I thank you. Yes, sir. We're going to end with that. Jahmil, thank you so much, brother. Courtesy the Beast on Instagram.
Yes.
Telling you the brother is coming. Y'all need to watch out. Peace. Have you heard of the Morning Meetup? The #1 community for entrepreneurs? The largest book club in America? Where 600 plus entrepreneurs get on a video call every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, every morning for the betterment of entrepreneurship. You've heard of it, right? Well, click the link in my description and you can try it for $1. Just $1 for 1 week. And if you don't like it, you can leave. It's fine. But try it. You spent more than that on things you've never used and never will. So take $1 and invest in yourself. Or don't.